we saw the most shocking eviction yet on Big Brother as Queen Talia was dethroned. But before she was evicted, the Queen was not going down without a fight.
The most upsetting thing was, I think Angela was trying to maybe save herself today.
What did you say? Myself and Dan are nominated. There will be blood in the Big Brother house tomorrow.
There definitely will be.
So that's a threat because
So I think you're digging yourself
you're
your
putting
own hole.
yourself
Sorry,
in
Sonia,
a
did you ask me the
pedestal.
question? Or Angie, just a bit confused.
That's putting yourself on a pedestal like I'm untouchable.
I think you tried to save yourself.
No, I didn't. I'm friends with everybody here.
Yeah, well,
but
not
if
what you told me
say,
today, not
"Don't
what you
come
told
for
me today."
And Dan,
Not what
because
you
if
told
you
me
do,
today.
There'll be blood. Nobody says that, darling, because that means you're on a pedestal. Do not come for the king and queen because we're gonna come for you. It doesn't work like that.
I am so thrilled to say Talia joins us now. Talia, welcome to the Ben, Rob and Robbo show.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I'm a big fan. I loved you in the house. You were quite controversial. Do you understand why you were controversial?
Yes.
Well, good. I like that. You had control of the house from the get-go. You played a good game. Was it a smart game?
I think like everyone at home would be like, oh, that's not smart. That's not smart at all. But I definitely didn't play a smart game. Like winning the first challenge, I had to put 3 beautiful people up for eviction that I had only met for 3 days. And then I had to put another 3 people up at the end of it. So yeah, it's hard. It is hard. So there's 2 games in the Big Brother house. You have to be strategic and then you have to be good at challenges. And I was just good at challenges.
You were very good at challenges. I mean, out of the king and queen, you certainly were the one bringing home the bacon. Dan wasn't pulling his weight at all.
Yeah, no, Dan definitely let me down there.
I've got to say, I picked you as a strategist, and I'm really keen to know if I got this right or wrong from the get-go, because when we see these scenes of you being consoled by the housemates that you nominated, was this strategy to put on the waterworks and get them to look after you?
Yeah, no. That was all chill. Like, that was fun. It wasn't fun. It was, they were fine because they know that at the end of the day, like, someone had to win a challenge and someone had to put 3 people up. And I was so, at that point, I was so beautiful with everyone in the house. We all had such a good friendship. So they were okay with me. They said, you know what, this is okay. And so I have a beautiful friendship with them today.
I know Ben is chomping at the bit to ask you some questions. Ben, go for it.
Talia, can I just say, watching this series, you were one of the most impactful housemates. And whilst people may have loved you and people may have hated you, the next episode, I feel like there's a big hole in the show with you going. And I was really disappointed. People love to see huge characters. Now, what I want to ask you is, people perceived you either to be a strong player or people even threw around the term bullying. Now, I want to say, while I bring up the B word, which I don't throw around lightly, people claimed that I was a bully on my series of Big Brother by the way in which I was playing the game. How have you coped with looking at some of the news headlines this morning with people saying you're a bit of a bully?
The people that are saying that I'm a bully have no idea who I am. They don't know me. They've watched the most edited show in Australia right now. They have no idea who I am. And you know what I'm going through right now. Lots of people
100%.
abusing me, telling me to kill myself. You're the biggest bully. Like, you're the reason why girls have.
Hang on. Sorry, can I just confirm that people are literally telling you to kill yourself?
Yeah.
Well, how do you deal with something like that? I mean, we've seen people in the past, Charlotte Dawson, where that kind of pressure ended up affecting her and she did take her own life. That's a big thing for a 21-year-old to have to deal with.
Yeah, so it is definitely hard because these people are seeing the edited side of me on TV. They're seeing 2 hours of 11 days. Like I was in the house for 2 weeks, but on screen it was 11 days. Like they're seeing 2 hours of 11 days. Like they can't just go back. Like I was a butterfly the rest of that. I was like loving everyone, like getting along with everyone. And it's hard because Big Brother kind of failed to show the caring, loving side of me.
Which it is a show about drama, so I do get it from that point of view. I guess I'm just always confused by these people that are attacking you for being a bully and then say kill yourself. I just find that I can't fathom.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm a very like positive person, like ADHD kind of person. So when people are telling me you're such a bully, how could you bully people like by getting up and leaving? And they don't really know that I was actually talking to her for an hour and a half before I got up, but they make it look like she sat down next to me and then I got up. I just think the people that are behind the screen, like their little phone screens, like messaging me, telling me to go kill myself and that you're a bully, they don't realize that this is edited TV. Like, if you get addicted to someone's character in this show, it's not genuine. It's not a real character unless, you know, you are seeing that fun side. But some people do go on the show to be villains. And I went on the show to try and win challenges and have fun. And I feel like Big Brother kind of like failed me a little bit because I wasn't the character that was portrayed on TV. And a lot of the housemates have come together and have supported me so much. And like, I'm so thankful that those housemates were in the house because the amount of support I've got from them is ridiculous. Like, I love them all so much.
Isn't it funny how something so simple can make viewers turn off you? And I've brought something with me right now, which is a frozen icy pole, which I'm going to eat in front of you right now. And there's a scene where you're sitting there having this super duper, and I believe that it was nothing else that you did on the show except eat that super duper loudly that turned the Australian public off you. What do you have to say about that while I have the super duper?
I just want to watch you eat this super duper. Well, Marissa and Hannah are actually talking to me, and I was actually having a beautiful chat with them both saying, like, this is the reason why I put you up. I love you. I have a feeling that none of you are going to go home tonight. La-di-da-di-da. Because I had the ins and outs with everyone telling me, vote Sabong. You don't know where his head at, and he's such a beautiful, strong person. And, you know, I think the boys were a little bit threatened by him, which is fair enough. But you could clearly tell that I was talking to Marissa and she was talking back to me, but they just chose to silence and show the wrapper. So everyone knows what I look like eating a super duper now. So yeah.
Well, it's interesting that we're talking about this because, you know, looking at in a retrospective way and looking back at your time on the show and knowing that the producers that also make Survivor have a tendency to do an All-Stars, or sometimes they bring housemates back. If you do go back into the show, what is it that you feel that you would change, knowing that you can easily be manipulated the way you were?
If I'm actually literally going to be 100% honest with you, I wouldn't change a thing. Like, I know it sounds like, you know, why wouldn't you change a thing? But the thing is that I went into that house. I was not a bully. I was not this person. My housemates know that I was a genuine girl. I was beautiful. I was strong. I was confident. But
you were also playing a game. You weren't actually doing anything wrong. You were choosing. It's either you be nominated and evicted or someone else be nominated and evicted.
Yeah.
That is the game. That's not bullying.
Yeah.
You weren't belittling people. I certainly didn't see that on screen anyway. You weren't marginalising people. Friendships developed. You had your clique for sure. But that's not bullying. This idea that it is bullying. And what I loved about you is you stood by your convictions. You had a problem with Angela, and when she went to hug you last night, well, let's take a look at what happened when she tried to hug you last night.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
I love that. I really love that. I got a couple of quick rapid fire questions. You obviously had a thing for Dan. Has anything developed outside the house?
I don't have a thing for Dan.
Come on. Talia, I saw the look on your face the moment you laid eyes on him, and then the moment Hannah, made a little beeline for him, you were cutting that down. There is no doubt you had a thing for him. It might have just been a little crush, I'll grant you, but you certainly had a thing for him.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, since you guys have been so supportive of me. At the start, like the first time I saw Dan, I was like, wow, he's flirting with me. He's good looking. He's tall. I love a tall man. But then I was like, nah, this guy's a genuine guy and he is a friend that I want to have in my life for ages. So yeah, at the start, there was a bit of flirting. How you going? But now it's a friend and I love his girlfriend. She's so amazing. And yeah.
All right. Talia, seriously, I wish you were in the house longer because you provided some great entertainment. We love seeing you. And, I'm sure the series will go on and be great, but it will have a small piece of it missing without you. So thank you for being on the Ben, Rob and Robbo show. And thank you for being such a great Big Brother contestant.
Thank you so much for having me. And thanks for actually seeing past all of that.
It's the Ben, Rob and Robbo, Ben, Rob and Robbo show. Ben, Rob and Robbo show.